Do you know what is the largest organ in your body and why do you need it this way? When you go to the store and look at varieties of those skin products, how do you understand which one to choose? I mean, those bottles, colors, or ads with celebrities and influencers helps a lot, but how to understand which skincare product will work great specifically for you? Well, in this video, I'll explain about anatomy of the most mysterious organ in your body. So after watching this, you will know professionally how and what to choose from skincare product that will work specifically for you. Skin is a very unique organ in our body, and actually that's why I choose to be a dermatologist. I could have chosen any other specialization being as a medical doctor, exactly because of this mystery in skin diseases and the magical structure of the skin that I will explain a little bit later. Makes me think more and more about this main function of the skin. And you know, this is the major organ that interacts with the environment, is to prevent or negotiate the negative factors from the environment, which is not only good influence. This is the largest organ of our body. It's approximately 22 feet long and about 8 pounds. So every time you're concerned about your weight, just remember that skin diseases is 20 to 30% population have skin diseases. Also interesting fact about the skin is that approximately 1,000 species of microorganisms live on your skin. This is what we call microbiome, and I have a separate video about microbiome and what bacteria you are wearing today. Also very unique as to me, and I was amazed when I was a medical student about this specific structure that not any one organs in our body has, is how skin itself grows. So skin consists of layers, the cells that combines into layers. Its epidermis is actually the surface that we can see is epidermis, what we see, derma and hypodermis. Okay, and epidermis, the highest layer of the skin, consists also of some layers. But what is unique is the how skin grows. You know that the exfoliation, you know that we have cells that are, when they're dead, they just fall down, they exfoliates from the skin surfaces, right? So how it actually happening? The skin layers are actually growing day by day, started from the basal membrane, started from the base, let's call it. Then it changes the structure, loses that the nucleus, the core of the cell, it loses and continue growing, changing the cells itself into another level. Then it dies, and when it becomes dead, it exfoliates and fall down. Isn't it interesting? This is what happening in our skin structure. We do not see it because comparison to snakes, for example, they lose all of it in one time. So you can see this skin, right? In human beings, this differentiation, as we call it, or growing of the cells happened in a different time. So we do not see that cells that are falling down from our skin in a normal skin condition. There are diseases where it's visible, where we can see psoriasis, for example, is the exact process when the skin divided and grows so fast in some places that it actually has no ability to exfoliate, and it combined together. This is how the psoriasis forms. So this ability of skin to grow gives you an idea how everything works in our skin and how magical this organ is, right? And we call it desquamation. The exfoliation process is about 40,000 dead cells per minute. This is what each of us have. Another interesting fact that would be useful for those who use in skincare products, cosmetics, the main structure of the skin is those cells. We call them corneocytes. We're still talking about epidermis though. Those cells, if you can imagine, is like a brick wall. They look actually like a brick's wall. In between of those cells, of those bricks of corneocytes, are corneocyte cement. Okay, so it actually has the same, one of the same function is to combine together those cells, and that cement consists of ceramides that you may notice that contains as ingredient in your skincare product. That is really good to have, by the way. Could be cholesterol or the cholesterol's ethers, could be fatty acid, the squalane, 3-glycerides, and this cement, this lamellar lipid barrier is a very important structure. First of all, it's hydrophobic, so it's waterproof, and plus it prevents water loss from your skin. Another thing that is important about this barrier, it's very sensitive. It's a natural moisturizing factor. So as you see, by nature, if you have a healthy skin, do not have harsh chemicals in the pollution in the environment where you live, healthy and let's say good quality water you wash yourself, your face, your body, by nature you don't need any moisturizers because you have it. If everything works how it's supposed to be. So first thing that you can check is, do you need a moisturizer? Of course, if you're going outside and it's bright summer or it's really cold winter with the wind, because of those environmental factors, your skin, you can feel might need moisturizer. But if you're not involved with those factors, your skin itself by nature must be moisturized. So you can check it. If it's not happening and your skin is not enough moisturized, that something might be wrong, first of all, with this lipid barrier that you want to check and find out what may cause this sensitivity of yours, what may cause this lack of moisturizing. I have an information about skincare usage, about chemicals, that ingredients that in your skincare products that may damage this sensitive lipid barrier. Just check those videos. If you have these problems, there are all the answers right there. Also, because of this consistency of this cement is the factor that attracts and hold water in your skin, and thus it keeps elasticity of your skin, which prevents cracks and prevents wrinkles. So by nature you have everything that prevents aging, that prevents wrinkles on your skin. You don't need actually to use anything else to look younger if you keep your skin healthy and your body as well, because I will give you more interesting information about the skin to find out how to keep it young and healthy. And there are more interesting facts about the skin. Protecting level number 2, let's call it, is the marchaninic acid mantle. Is a microscopic layer of acids on your skin, and this is what forms pH of our skin, right? It could be from 4.2, 5.6 till 7, and it could be different in different parts of your body. The sense of a person, how the person smells, will also depend on the pH. Plus, this pH is acidic, as you notice. So acidity on our skin is very important to have. The acidity is a result of sebum glands and sweat glands that we have on our skin, plus some biochemical processes. pH of your skin will define the skin biome, because the change of pH create the situation where pathological microorganisms on your skin surfaces can cause diseases, can start growing faster. And also it's very important to know what is the pH of your skincare products, because the product itself may change your pH that you don't want to do. The next factor is this exfoliation that we were talking about already. Flakes will eliminate bacteria also from the skin and other microorganisms. The interesting thing about exfoliation is that the size of those flakes are different. In men, they are smaller than in women, for example, and in adults, of course, they're bigger than in kids. The skin itself is a high-functioning immune organ. And I probably will create a video about the skin as part of immune system itself. Skin is the most innervated organ in our body. Another level of protection is melanocytes, protection of UV radiation. So these melanocytes, the melanin is the name for the pigment. Those melanocytes are located in between of those corneocytes, those bricks, 1 to 10, 1 melanocyte and 10 corneocytes. Interesting fact about melanocytes is that they are packaged in bubbles, which calls melanosomes. These transfer this pigment into skin cells. So these melanosomes, these bubbles, is a temporary structure. The structure just needs to transform like a car or a bus that needs to take the pigment and transform it into the cell, right? They destroy it by lysosomes. Too much of this process, of this destroyment, may lead into skin wrinkles, right? So this is the part that you need to understand. Why would they say that too much being under the sunlight may cause your aging faster? This is exactly why. Melanin is a pigment produced from the tyrosine. It's an amino acid. This is why also it's important to have amino acid in your body as a part of your diet. We will talk about in another video about amino acid. So the melanin itself in melanocytes help to absorb a UV radiation from the sunlight specifically, right? To protect layers, deeper layers, and other inner organ from the harmful effect of the sunlight. Irregular melanocytes accumulation may cause a disruption of the cellular structure. Is one of the skin cancer type. That's why one of the factors of the skin cancer is could be sunlight, the direct sunlight. But sunlight, when it's not damaging, is actually really useful. And I'm sure majority of you knows that helps one of the factors of synthesis of vitamin D, that is cholecalciferol, from a derivative of the steroid cholesterol that is converts in liver into calcidiol, in kidneys into calcitriol. And all you know that vitamin D is essential for absorption of calcium and phosphorus. that is required for the healthy bones. Skin also contains other receptors for vitamins and even hormones like estrogens, progestogens, well-known reproductive hormones. Well, the best way to show us that you like what we are doing and you want to see more from us is to subscribe or write the comments if you still have questions. Love you. Bye.